Hi, I'm Jeff,
I'm Anthony.
and we're pretty excited today because the Mihalko team is coming tomorrow to start the remodel project.
And we've been working with Brian, the designer, and made a couple changes at the end, but everything should be go starting tomorrow.
After all the designs came out, we were able to make our last minute changes. We are hoping to get the kitchen that we always wanted for the last 18 years, and we worked with the all the different people that are involved with it, with the electrical changes, all the plumbing changes, everything that needed to be done to actually build the kitchen and the bar area. So we're definitely looking forward to it.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Mihalkos with Mihalkos General Contracting, and welcome to beautiful Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. We are here with our homeowners for the official project kickoff. They are getting a full kitchen remodel. The house was built in the late 90s, so it hasn't been updated since, so think some brass, white, outdated color schemes. The great thing about these homeowners is that they were very forward thinking and they have a very open concept floor plan, so it's easy to update and modernize the space. So let's go in and meet the homeowners, and we will see exactly what their plans are for the kitchen. So we're here with Jeff and Anthony. They are getting a kitchen remodel done by Mihalkos, and we are going to start from the beginning. They're going to tell us exactly what they thought about when they were building this house, their concepts, and what their goals are for their new kitchen.
Yeah, well, actually, the house was built about 18 years ago, and we did want a big open concept living area with kitchen, living room, all together as one. And this kitchen truly didn't turn out to be what we wanted 18 years ago. We had a little bit of a change in the, could not get our solid surface countertops. We had some construction issues. So some of the design worked, some of it did not, and we ended up having a much smaller island, a much smaller workspace than what we wanted. But over the years, we kind of dealt with it. We entertained quite a few people. We have a large amount of parties here. And we do know that most people gather in the kitchen, living room areas when you're entertaining. And in this area here, we definitely wanted to have some form of a different kitchen so people were not tripping over each other while you're in the cooking area. Mm-hmm. So basically, we looked at everything and said, one day we'd like to have a kitchen that we really wanted. And unfortunately, this past winter, we ended up having a puffback problem with our furnace. And it basically resulted in having a soot stain on the ceiling, on the walls. And then I knew that Mihalkos did a fire and restoration, so I called Mihalkos to do fire and restoration, and when they came in to do a bid, they determined what it would take to actually clean the house and remove all the soot damage that was done, and also realizing at the same time that we found out Mihalkos did kitchen, bath remodel, restoration. So we sat down and worked with one of the designers at Mihalkos and decided that what kind of a kitchen can we do in this area through the design shop, and I think that we come up with a great plan that we're going to be very happy with.
Great. So what don't you like about your current layout in your kitchen?
I think it's sort of restrictive. Even though it's an open area, it just seems like it's walled in and it's not really part of the living space. Okay. When people come in, you still feel like I'm on one side of the island, they're on the other side of the island, or the bar area, and it just feels like there's still too much of a separation between our guests and us.
Mm-hmm. So you're using this space primarily for entertaining. You want more cooking space? Are you looking for more cooking space? Are you upgrading appliances to higher end, or what are your thoughts on that?
Yes, one of the largest things we wanted was a larger prep area and a display area for when you're doing your shaving trays or when you're doing your entertainment. You want a large surface area that you can actually put out your food and your desserts and so forth, as well as updating the appliances. Because right now, after 18 years, I think most appliances are at their end of life. And before I start getting into the fact of replacing the current appliances, I think that a new design with new modern appliances would definitely add an edge to the kitchen remodel.
So can you tell me what your goals are for the new kitchen and what exactly you're going to do? Give me just a brief overview of what you expect it to look like.
Well, I definitely want to keep something chic, simple, plain, something that's going to be timeless, because I know that with design there's a lot of things where they come in and they go out so quickly, but as working with Mihalko designers, we try to come up with something that would be in that timeless fashion, but modern, clean. And we're going to be doing a lot of the granite, the solid surface. We're going to be working with backsplashes that are all in granite, all stainless steel appliances. And we're just going to be going with a larger prepping display area.
So Anthony, why don't you tell me more about the specifics of the kitchen, the type of cabinetry, the solid surface versus laminate countertops, the types of appliances you're going for, all that kind of stuff.
We're going to be going with a Mission-style chocolate Schrock cabinetry, and the appliances are a KitchenAid, all stainless steel appliances, and then we're going to do with granite, and the countertop on the island, and also the backsplash will be granite.
Okay. What about the flooring? What are you doing with flooring?
Flooring, we're going to go by a 6-inch by 24-inch plank, almost close to what the flooring we have now, but it's going to be a larger wood, so it flows into the hardwood floors that we have now. And then we're also going to carry that into the foyer and also on the fireplace behind you, up the wall.
And one of the reasons why we also wanted to go with that design is because of the datedness of the current marble foyer, the marble fireplace. That was all in back in 1998 when the house was built.
Agreed.
And then today, we want to make sure that we're actually blending, because of it being a great room, we want the kitchen to be part of the living room, which is the fireplace, and that's why the flooring is all going to be running together as well as with the foyer. So when someone walks in, they're going to see it as a complete remodel, just not for a kitchen, but the whole living space will have a new look.
Right. Good. We are back in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania, a few weeks into the kitchen remodel. We are here with Ted, who's our lead carpenter. He's going to go over a few of the items that we got done this week.
Okay. This week we started to install all the cabinets, all the kitchen cabinets. We started with the downdraft over here, and we started with the island, basically finishing everything out and running our low voltage lighting, all our electrical, everything that needs to be done for the kitchen.
So this is where the stove is going, correct, with the downdraft, so there's no hood.
No hood.
Okay.
Stove was over there, it's now over here now.
Okay, the
Everything's
sink's
moved.
going there.
Sink, microwave, dishwasher.
Okay.
Double ovens over here,
Okay.
which we're getting ready to cut out right now. That's why it's marked out. They usually come different sizes, so they're just in a standard cabinet company size, and we cut it out to fit. The under cabinet lighting we installed is on 2 switches over there on dimmer, so you can turn it up or down. It'll be mounted to the back of the cabinet frame, and then the under counter lighting will go to the back of this frame here, so it actually just highlight.
Okay, so we also replaced the flooring. The whole floor before was all solid oak. So Ted had to come in and do a bunch of different cutouts and everything to get this all angled up. So I'm gonna let Ted explain what he had to do.
We had to make a straight edge line across the floor. This is a plank floor. It looks like it's actually hardwood, but it's actually ceramic tile. And then we had to make it look like it was just running straight into everything and to keep it flush with the original floor. So we actually had to cut everything and lay everything out and keep it nice and flush and level there, the whole floor.
And this is a tedious task, correct?
Yeah, to keep it straight and keep it level, the floor has to be right.
And
that
to keep
has,
the planking straight too.
And it has this fluter underneath, so it has that nice cushion underneath. So the tile, when they're planked like that, 2-foot plank, they'll crack if you don't do that.
Okay, got it.
And then we come over here, and we built this frame for the mason guys so they could actually put their stone the whole way around here.
So the refrigerator's going here.
Refrigerator goes here.
Okay.
We're going to put a piece of crown molding and actually a 3.5-inch piece of crown across here, and there's another piece of wood goes across here and across the top over there. Finish it off with crown molding. So to just tie the whole unit in,
Right.
make it look like the rest of the kitchen.
Great. Like Ted said, all the cabinets are set. We're working on putting all the handles on, and the granite company will be here at the end of the week to template the countertops and install them. So we will check back with you in a few days to see the finished product. All right, well, we are back in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania to see the finished product for Jeff and Anthony's kitchen. So I'm here to ask them what they love about their new kitchen.
Well, actually, right from the start, I can tell you there was a big enjoyment working with the Mihalkos team to actually design, tear apart the old kitchen, rebuild exactly what we wanted, and actually worked every single day that we were here, coming in and out of the project, worked to make sure we actually got what we had asked for, and making changes along the way to accommodate some last little minute ideas. But I believe that we got what we wanted, and it worked out perfect. It's absolutely beautiful. Over the last couple weeks, we've actually had several entertainments here and a lot of little dinner parties.
Good.
And people have walked in the house and could not believe the difference. And as you can tell by all the photos and still shots that were taken, I think that the job turned out to be fantastic.
Well, let's take a look at the designs that Brian put together and see how they matched up with the kitchen that's in here today. So a project like this takes a great amount of time to go through. A customer has to be fully ready for a renovation like this. There are many peaks and valleys to what happens during a big home renovation. Contrary to what many may think, they see that this happens over an hour show, and it takes weeks at a time. Sometimes things are back ordered. Sometimes it takes a while for them to come in. Sometimes things come in wrong. It just depends. So there are a lot of things that the homeowner goes through, a lot of emotions when it comes to doing the drywall and on the cabinet hanging. You know, you're seeing progress on a constant basis, but maybe the electrical is taking a long time, or the plumbing, because you're not seeing something constantly happening. So that is something to keep in mind when you are going through any type of home renovation, especially a kitchen, a bathroom, or an addition of some sort. Well, we want to thank Jeff and Anthony for choosing Mihalkos General Contracting to do their kitchen remodel. And if there's anything else that we can possibly do for them, we really enjoyed working with you both. So I hope you keep us in mind for future projects.
No, absolutely. I highly recommend the team, the workers, the professionalism that was exhibited by the Mihalkos to actually come in here and to difficulty of tearing apart a kitchen and rebuilding it and realizing it's true how much work has to go into a project of this size. And then the end result, when you stand back, it almost makes you forget about the lengthy time it took to get to this point, but it's well worth it, and we would definitely do it again if we ever decided to remodel in the future.
Well, great. Well, thank you very much. And thank you for choosing Mihalkos.